few weeks after they arrive, the rivers are like the scene of some terrible battle. Along the riverbanks float hundreds of dying salmon, and the bodies of those who are unable to survive this demanding test. The bears kill thousands of the incoming salmon, and many of them are simply discarded without even taking a bite out of them. It would appear to be a senseless massacre. But in Alaska, nothing goes to waste. Thousands of smaller predators and scavengers depend on the bears in order to be able to get at this source of energy brought by the sea every year. The salmon also benefit from this natural selection. The fact this test is so demanding means that only the fittest will make it to the very end. Moreover, the number of salmon that come to these coasts every year is such that if they all reach their final destination, the rivers would be saturated. The last to arrive destroy eggs previously laid by others and prepare their own nests right there. The population needs to be controlled, and that is precisely the role the predators perform. Slowly, the travelers continue on their way upriver. They have left behind the majority of their enemies. Now they are not constantly under attack from the bears, but the current becomes stronger and stronger, and they are increasingly weak. Any calm stretch comes as a relief to their tired bodies. There have been days without eating, struggling against the current. Now that they are weak, the seagulls become more daring and mercilessly attack them. But they don't defend themselves. All their energy is concentrated on continuing the journey, reaching the longed-for destination and procreating. The majority of the rivers of Alaska subject the salmon to one final test. Those that don't spawn near the river mouth but swim inland against the current are more than likely to face the greatest obstacle, the waterfalls. After swimming along fast-flowing waters for days or weeks, the salmon now have to leap up falls which in some cases can be 3 meters high. Very few manage it. Exhausted by the effort, the majority are barely able to jump half the required height. But if they don't manage it, they will die in the attempt. Little by little, new arrivals reach the bottom of the waterfall, and soon it is full of salmon trying to make the tremendous leap. Their parents managed it the year before, so it's an obstacle that can be overcome. The further inland, the more exhausted the salmon will be. But Mother Nature compensates for this. Those salmon that spawn along the upper reaches arrive at the coast with more fat, and so more reserves than those that remain at the river mouths. Thanks to this, they will still have the strength to once again overcome the harsh trials which Alaska faces them with.